What's up everyone, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'll be playing the romancing stage for the latest event called Matriarch on a Rampage. This event here has a single boss on the romancing difficulty. It's weak to pierce and heat and very resistant to some other stuff. You could try to inflict poison here, but it takes a lot. You need specialists like either Ruby or Wicked Witch. Those two work together, but you need someone to apply the poison, but I'll be taking the full damage approach. With that said, the first strategy that I'm gonna use brings Gustaf. This character here is pretty strong here because he counters this boss, has many direct physical attacks, buff its own agility many times. So what we're gonna do here is focusing on counter. Gustaf has this passive here called wall counter. He has 50% chance to counter with a passive. That's amazing, so he can keep countering, buffing his STR, doing more and more damage over time. Then I'm bringing some support in the back. The formation is Desert Lens X because this one is very strong. It increases the endurance, agility, will, so he can take more hits. Everyone else gets a decrease in their agility, but it doesn't really matter. We have also Byunei here because she can debuff agility. This boss buffs agility all the time, so the buffing agility will help you decrease the damage over time. Then the other character is Empress, not exactly because of the shield, but more because of Scrumguard to decrease the damage that Gustaf receives and the whole party as well. Then I have two buffers, that being Noel's daughter with Water Festival and Matriarch with her Peon of Victory to increase the damage output and endurance, because all attacks will be physical and the boss can also poison, but we should not be focusing too much on that. So the good thing is that this boss attack multiple times, like 4 or 5 times even, so Gustaf is gonna buff and counter many times in a row. I suggest you save some of your BP and then use Flaming Steel Wave later, so just use normal attack or even dual wielding stance if you have his first style. Now, I can just use Moonlight in the next turn, but for now I'll just use normal attack too, and we use Water Festival, Aerodyne, and the Peon of Victory for now. Matriarch does not attack on turn 1. You get a buff as well that increases attack, and on the next turn you get one that increases defense. So depending on the turns, Matriarch will also act differently. Right now, it will just wait. See, it attacks after everyone. Doesn't matter the defense, he just attacks later. Next turn, no, he buffs agility and try to do much more damage. Good thing about bringing Byunei is that she's gonna counter as well. Well, I guess I can wait one more turn. I'm gonna use Moonlight just because it also increases morale up. Aerodyne 2. And now, Peon of Victory. It's good to have Shining Glory available because that will be a source of healing. See, we got a defense buff. But now Matriarch buffed agility and wants to do more damage this turn. Nice, we're gonna counter. When he wants to counter, right? Buffing agility another time. Whoa, Indomitable triggered. Okay, time to use Flaming Steel Wave. This turn is not so offensive, so I guess I'm gonna save. We didn't have Water Festival available yet, but I will. Aerodyne, Shining Glory. We get an attack boost again, and Matriarch will attack after everyone else, so that's good, we know. This is good for you to recover. Let's go, Gustaf, counter. Nice. Yeah. Airboat here too. Well, this turn it's gonna be much more damage. So what we're gonna do? We're going to use normal attack. Let's wait for everyone to get overdrive. I will use the shield now. Oops. I suppose I'm gonna same VP with Byunei. Normal attack with Matriarch. Yeah. Everyone is on overdrive. Oh, he got stunned. He just lost the shield. This may happen. The good thing is that we evaded. Time for full overdrive now. I'm gonna go with Flaming Steel Wave. You can use the shield again, but I want... We barely had enough of Quadruple Moon Strike. So let's just use Half Moon, just so we have a full overdrive. Trinity Blaster, Shining Glory. We may even kill the boss, but I don't know if we stack at STR so much. Yeah, maybe we're gonna queue. We will, totally. Look at the damage of Gustaf after stacking so many buffs. Yeah, boss is dead. The next strategy brings another counter specialist with the same formation, Desert Lance X. I am bringing Zeke. I trained Zeke for this, but his counter is still not maxed. You have to manually max this on Seekers, and I didn't have enough time, but the damage will still be good since he has passive that increases counter. With that, we're gonna bring some support. You can bring this version of Sif if you don't have any other buffer. She's just gonna use Mountain Cross. Now I have Leon to buff even more. Then there is this version of Matriarch with her Shining Glory and Paean of Peace. Yeah, Peace instead of Victory, because we were gonna buff Dexterity. And Noah's Daughter is here again, just a different form to just focus on counter. Okay, so the main difference is that Zeke has to use an active skill to counter, but he counters all the time. But there are a little more risk with him because the damage is not so high. And Leon is not gonna attack on this turn. We're gonna wait. I want to use his buff to buff more Dexterity to do more damage. Sif is not really needed. You can bring Barbara or an agility buffer if you want to decrease the damage. Or else that Swagger starts becoming pretty dangerous. We'll see, we got a counter. Deadly Fumes happens all the time, so don't worry. 3 counters already. 4. This one is physical too. Because it did a lot of damage to the party, we're gonna use... Now that we got Overdrive, we can also use it to do a little more damage. Let's use Shining Glory to heal everyone. And Leon's gonna use Imperial Glory to buff Dexterity even more. On the second turn, that Swagger doesn't attack as much, but still attacks, so let's see. Not attacking us. Only one counter. Yeah, it's only one. It's more offensive on the turn where we get the attack increase. So intercept system again. I'll have enough VP. Maybe I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna save. Try to use Shining Glory again later. One more turn to use Mountain Cross again. Leon, we can just use Leon to heal. We can even heal Zeke so that we get morale up. I'm gonna do that. Okay, one counter. Two counters. Oh no. 3 counters. Sif died, but don't worry too much. I'm gonna use another intercept system. Shining Glory. Yeah, I'm gonna use Water Festival with Overdrive. Because now it's all about Zeke. We have one turn where we cannot use counter because RBP is running out. $74,000. Okay, now we can heal somewhat. This is the turn where we don't have enough BP, so I'm gonna use Peon of Peace again. This time I can revive someone, like Sif. But I could have waited as well, doesn't really matter. Zeke is the one that's gonna kill the boss. Look what just happened. Zip died again. No worries, now it's time to intercept system. We have 2 in a row, so nothing can go wrong, right? We can even go for overdrive. Oh yeah, intercept system on overdrive. After buffing, 65,000. Now there's no other target. One more, only one more. And that's it, that's the last hit. Yeah, Zeke works. A little more risky, to be honest. For the last strategy, I'm not gonna bring Matriarch or Null's daughter. They are better, but I just wanted to do something that is available right now. These characters were released recently or are available in the rerun banner. The only one that's not available in the rerun banner is again Ryu and this Barthélemy. The other ones are, but I think they work pretty well here. Barthélemy is a stackable character that just does super well in boss fights. I have Scatter Explosions and Voids to use. The key here is to bring Golden Ball because she buffs Endurance when she gets hit, and you know this boss just uses physical attacks. There is also Princess White Rose. She's gonna use Chocolate Ball and Ray of Hope if needed, but she's also a character that works pretty well when getting hit. There are 2 other characters here in the back. Well, Snowy's gonna heal and buff Will sometimes. And Hybrid Breath is heat, so it's gonna do good damage anyway. And Minerva is gonna do a lot of damage with either Acupuncture Plus or Multi Trust. So the idea is still largely the same. We want the frontal character to get attacked. We're gonna use Shrine Dance on the start and Piercing Slash with Minerva. Again, Ryu is just gonna use normal attack, Void in Chocoballs. We're not gonna use our better nukes now because we can still buff and that will help us do more damage later. Shrine Dance decreases damage, it's pretty nice. I just hope that Netswagger attacks Golden Ball. Minerva and Barthélemy are gonna slowly kill the boss. Two knockouts. That was a good damage there. So now we can just simply use a normal or Ki. We will use Ki. I can still wait a little more. We're gonna use Circulating Hail now. Void and Chocoballs. If you are poisoned, you should use Princess Pumpkin Party to cleanse. It's better to just use your Circulating Hail as soon as possible. You're even evading here and there. Remember that this turn is not so offensive. Netswagger is more defensive. Time to use Shrine Dance again, because this is the offensive turn. We are also starting to nuke with Minerva. We can go with Acupuncture Plus to decrease the damage too, or just Multi-Thrust. I'm gonna use Acupuncture Plus. And we don't really need to use Circulating Hail now. We can wait for the next turn. So we're just gonna use normal attack. Void and Choco Balls. Especially since we are going to use Acupuncture Plus, the damage will be lower with Netzweiger. And alongside Shrine Dance. $93,000 damage is very good. More endurance buffs, more and more. You're also evading some of the attacks. Damage is much lower because of Acupuncture Plus. Okay, this time we will not have too much damage, so I'm gonna use Ki. I will save Acupuncture Plus, because if we keep debuffing Netzweiger, it just cleans, at least for STR, so time to save. I think we can use Circulating Hail again, now. Not that it's totally need, but I guess I will, anyway. We are getting close to overdrive, guys, so we are gonna nuke it pretty soon. Choco Balls. This is a defensive turn. Nice that we got Circulating Hail in the combo, so we're gonna get even more volley from buff. And everyone is on overdrive now. You see that it removed the debuffs with... Nice. It doesn't remove our buffs, so we're pretty safe. I will use overdrive with everyone. I'm gonna use Shrine Dance. Yeah, because it's time to. We go for Acupuncture Plus now. Hybrid Breath. Scatter Explosions. We can use Photosphere Shot to do more damage, or just debuff Agility. I'm gonna use Photosphere, because it goes first, debuffs Will and Endurance. We're gonna do more damage with the other characters. It went last. One, two, three, four, five. 5 hits. Very nice damage. It's almost dead. Even taking hits, it's not doing too much. Even with this. Because of Golden Ball, she dominates the battlefield. We can now have some more, because we have a lot of BP. So heal a little. Piercing Slash next turn, it's just dead. We can use Void for the last time. We gotta heal Link from Ryu. That's nice. Hardly happens, but it happened with the right character even. It's already dead. Just doesn't know. Now we're just gonna finish this off with another shrine. Multi-Thrust. Hybrid Breath, that's too much, but just to ensure it's gonna be dead. Right? Who's gonna kill it? Golden Ball! Yeah, you deserve it. But that's it, guys. 3 different strategies with characters that work pretty differently, but they are all defensive. I hope this can help you in any way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.